The power of mirror work in building a healthy sense of self. And then this takes us into exercise 39, mirror work to build self confidence, and exercise 40, mirror work to build self worth and sense of value. Mirror work is an amazing affirmative tool to me. It is an amazing tool. And it's amazing. And I don't want to get into the meat of all of this. I just want to talk to you guys for a second about mirror work. It is amazing to look in your own eyes. I've noticed that we don't look at each other meaningfully, but even sadder, we don't look at ourselves. We think we know so much about ourselves, but we refuse to explore our pain, refuse to look ourselves in the eye, we refuse to see the truth of who we are. We don't know ourselves very well. Anytime Spirit has guided me to look in my eyes deeply and make eye contact and claim something, it has broken me down. If you have done energy work with me, then you know we'll do energy work to clear trauma, to call our power back, to heal. And whenever another party's involved, and sometimes a lot even with ourselves, what's the first thing we do? We get eye to eye with whoever it is, even if it's a child version of ourselves, we get to eye level. We put one hand on each side of their face, making a connection, and we stare deeply in their eyes. This has been so helpful at helping people clear trauma, to look at the person who perpetuated this trauma and focus on their humanity first. We bring their humanity up. When you do this in mirror work, you do the same thing. You're focused on bringing your humanity up. You're focused on seeing yourself. And whether we want to admit it to ourselves, maybe it makes us feel a little bit weak or broken or immature at times. We want to be seen. We desperately want to be seen. We want people to meet our humanity and to validate our right to exist. We want to be safe and be in our authentic, true self. And that doesn't happen without looking at ourselves and one another. Mirror work is an amazing way to connect deeply with yourself and to pour and breathe life into yourself in a really, really deep way, right? This is especially true if you have a lot of broken records that play in your head. So you have all these negative beliefs because well, for example, my mother used to tell me she wished I were dead, like quite often. And when I would get upset, I would repeat that same, it became a mantra for me, right? Uh, and I would play it over and over in my head. And when I started doing mirror work and I looked myself in my eyes, I couldn't repeat that to myself anymore. I couldn't. I could only feed myself that garbage from a very detached place of unawareness and lack of love. The second I plugged into myself and I saw deeply in my eyes. I saw my pain. I saw my love. I saw my dreams. I saw my nastiness. I saw the truth of who I was. All of a sudden, I could not feed myself the garbage that I had been feeding myself. And that mirror served as a way to re record a record. And that's exactly what I did. I would stand in the mirror for 15 minutes a day and I would just affirm myself. I would just, I see you, baby girl. You're beautiful. I love you. I would really give myself everything that I needed to hear from my mother and the world around me instead of replaying the nastiness that I had focused on. A lot of us have negative notions around love, around beauty, around belonging. And so, wherever you feel the weakest and the most insecure, you want to start affirming yourself there. And it doesn't have to be 15 minutes for sure. That can be a lot for people. Maybe you just start by taking all your clothes off, standing in front of the mirror, looking at yourself completely, and just holding that space. That might be enough in the beginning. As time goes on, you might really look at yourself. You are beautiful. You are stunning. You are amazing. And let me tell you something about beauty, you guys. Let me tell you something about a lot of things that you can affirm within yourself. These are not objective things, these are all subjective. So we have been trained to view our beauty in through the lens of comparing ourselves with others. Why? We can all be independently beautiful in our own right. The only thing that other people can tell you is that they do not agree with your assessment of your beauty. But okay, why would I center your opinion of my beauty and my opinion of it? That doesn't make sense. The same thing goes with belonging. A lot of us are seeking belonging externally, but we don't belong internally. We can give ourselves tremendous belonging internally. And someone else can come along and say, "You don't belong. I don't belong with you. That's okay. I have myself. I have a home within myself." Confidence, trust, all the things that you need to affirm, you really can give yourself, and nobody can take it away from you unless you allow them. So now it's time for you to start feeding yourself gourmet, luxurious foods, right? In the form of this beautiful energy. You're only going to pour the best into yourself because you see the truth of who you are, and you were made whole, you were made perfect, you were made worthy, you were made in love. So then you deserve all the virtues of those things, right? So that means you need to start affirming it until it becomes a very firm belief, and then you continue affirming it. I still look in the mirror and I say, "You're a beautiful girl." Then I walk on. You know, sometimes I stand in a mirror when I'm sad, and I have to look at myself in the mirror to figure out what's going on with you. Like, let me look you in your eyes when I ask you this question. What's going on? And I will normally break down, and I have a little come to myself moment where I really do allow myself to be vulnerable and open, and I hold that space. And that's what I want you to start creating for yourself, a safe space internally in which for you to exist, a place for you to find the love and the admiration and the belonging and the safety that you really need. Because let me tell you something, there will always be signs of the world being unsafe. You must be that safe place for yourself. You must be that sanctuary unto yourself so that we can create sanctuary in the outer world in a really, really beautiful way. Okay. So we're going to start with mirror work. Do the exercises, but this is not just something that you're going to do for the exercises. Every time you look in the mirror, anytime you look in a reflective surface, I want you first to affirm yourself. Every time you make eye contact with yourself, I want you to pour a little bit more love and affirmation into yourself to build yourself up into the person that you seek to become. Yeah. You deserve the love that I'm trying to encourage you to give yourself. You are worthy of it. Make sure you know it and make sure that you receive it.